Hello YouTubers, we're back out again. Quick hunt, couple of hours, and I've got the new version V4.1 loaded onto the XP Deus. So I'll probably make a few comments, let you know if I think there's anything different about that. I only loaded it this morning, so we'll see how we get on with that. Let's get stuck in. For your information, I've got program 2 today. Gold max power, but I put it on 2 tones because I quite like 2-tone programs. So we've got the iron buzz and we've got a single tone for good targets. Numbers on this one in the 60s, so I like numbers in the 60s. No, it's not you, whatever you. Oh, there you are. Okay, that's the kind of target I normally expect to come up a little bit higher. But that will come up in the 60s. Maybe it's the new V4.1. Maybe it's just altered the numbers a little bit. I don't know. Time will tell. Okay, I'm definitely in an area where there was a piece of tarpaulin being used, because that's 2 in 2 holes now. Little old tarpaulin rings. So I'm going to ignore those numbers and move away from the area slowly but surely, because I don't want to be digging those all day. No thank you, sir. Okay, I'm not sure, but this could be the remains of something, possibly an old lead crucifix. If you look at that, it's you can imagine the shape that would have been if it was a lead crucifix. And I've had lead crucifixes on here before, so you know there's a lot of old religious artifacts on this permission. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's left of an old lead crucifix. It's certainly going in the right kind of shape. Okay, so one thing that I really like about the WS4s with the Deus is the fact that you can take the pod off, put a little jack on it, and you can stick any headphones in it you like. I've always loved that. The flexibility through the seasons is fantastic. I just tried a pair of the sports in-ear ones, you know, the ones that loop over your ears and round the back. They go right inside your ears. I don't know if that's the reason, but whatever I put the volume on, they just seem to be blowing my ears off. So I've gone back to my chunkies. But yeah, at least you can experiment and you can buy as many headsets of different sizes and shapes for different weathers as you want with this thing. It really is a fantastic feature. Okay folks, that was a scratchy one, but mostly positive numbers. Nearly all positive numbers, just a bit of a blotchy, horrible one. But I'm getting excited now, because that looks very good. And I don't know what it is, but I'm not taking it any further out the sod until I've got the camera on, because unless I'm very much mistaken, there's a very good chance that this is a Roman coin. This is, I think, a Roman coin. Oh yes, we have a Roman. We have a Roman. Let me clean it and give you a close-up. But fantastic days. We have a little Roman coin. Okay, I hope you can see that. I don't know why this camera goes quite bluish when I do my micro focus, but it does. That's a much grayer, coin than it looks. I can tell you that now. But yeah, I hope you can see that Roman head. The other side's got loads of detail, absolutely loads. Oh, let's make sure I get it the right way up. Yeah, I think that's victory standing, isn't it? Okay, I think that's victory standing. I haven't got my glasses with me. I'm not sure. I can't really make that out. You can see that better than I can right now, and it won't be till I get that home that I'll really know what that is. Because I'm trying desperately to focus on it, but I'm slightly blurred without my glasses. But that is a lovely little Roman coin. Yes, we're very happy with that. I'll do some more cleaning of that and I'll do some more stills later. But yes, chuffed to bits. Roman coin, fantastic. Okay, first ammunition of the day. Lead musket ball, the usual trademark horrible ugly jumpy signal that they seem to always give for me, but there you go, today's first musket ball. Possibly not the last, this place is riddled with them. Okay, steady 50s, on game. Let's see what we got. I think it's not far from here. There it is. Ooh. Oh, it's another one of those bent over strange little old kind of lead looking nails. Crikey, I've nearly got as many of them over here as I've got musket balls. It's a close run thing between the two. There's no shortage of either of them. Okay, I've just come through a part of the field that's got really stony. Signals have got very spitty and nasty, and it's been hard work, to be honest. It's really difficult to dig, and it's really difficult to get a clear target. It's actually quite close to an area that's been quite urbanised, right on the edge of the farm, and I think it probably was a bit of scrappy land itself in times gone by. But I seem to have moved out of it now, so fingers crossed we'll have one or two more nice finds before the sun goes down. Okay, that was a very precise target, very small, number's about 50, and it's not in the hole, and it's pretty much disappeared. Now when people talk about disappearing targets, it hasn't disappeared, it's just obviously very small and quite close to the surface. There you go. It's somewhere around there. Look, it wasn't very far from the surface. It's going to be something really small. You turn it over and the detector can't detect it because now it's too far away. Because it's a tiny target. Yeah. Yep, sure enough. Tiny little bit of rubbish, but look how small. And the detectors struggled to get that when you've turned the sod over. A lot of those disappearing targets that people talk about, they're not disappearing targets. You've just moved them around and now the detector can't find it anymore. But generally speaking, detectors don't lie. If you get a two-way beep, there's something there. Sometimes you actually move it further from the coil when you dig the hole and the detector can't find it anymore. Okay, started out in the 50s, turned them over, now the 70s. Definitely in the sod. Gonna have to go a probing in the sod. Ooh, I'm sure in some countries you could get arrested for that. Aha! Is it you? It is. Ah. And you can't get arrested for having that. Well, we had to go a digging for that one. Yep, that was well down there length of the probe. That came out in the last scratch. I was going to say, where have I flung it? I can't understand people who say that the dais hasn't got depth. I've never had any problems with depth whatsoever. Oh, it's a big old nut. Good grief. I say, Carruthers, we don't want that. Ugh, nuts to that. Well, it won't be long now before I have to wrap up. And boy, am I glad I've got that Roman. This is easily the hardest field to detect on this permission. There's more junk and bits of scrap. Yep. And there's another bit. So interesting, isn't it, how you paint a picture. There's a pathway not far from where I'm digging this hole. there's more human traffic, and the amount of foil and bits of rubbish and shotgun cartridges and 2.2 pellet cartridges and things today, yeah, stands to reason, I guess. We're in the trashiest bit, and when we're in the most populous, modern populous bit of the permission. Well, what a funny old day. I definitely found the trashiest part of this permission. Loads of scrap. There were areas where it was like I was detecting over a crashed aircraft. I mean, the machine just went nuts, and I mean nuts. So actually, to get a Roman coin out today was a blooming good result. But weird, it was the only thing worth taking home. Very special, but one thing in amongst a really, really difficult paddock to work. Loads of buried junk under this one. A tough one, so I'll take one Roman as a bit of a result today, given the conditions I was up against. Good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you soon.